So a couple days ago, I introduced you to the reason why people panic. Now today, I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth. And first, people don't know their source versus their resource. Second, they know what they want, which is step one, but preparation for positioning is lacking. And then third, today we're going to get into a little bit deeper what SWOT analysis is. If you already know, it's okay. Hopefully I can give you some new information around this that will be helpful. So a source versus a resource. And I don't know about you, but my background is spiritual. So I've been a part of a lot of different religions, but at the end of the day, my source is the God and the guide within. So this is my source is bigger than my human self, my soul. And then the resource part of it is anything outside of myself or a provision. My source is the spirit within me. Greater is he who is in me than he who's in the world. So the greatness that I am today comes from within me. Anybody outside of me, anything outside of me is just the resources, and resources are limitless. And anytime you question whether something is limit or limitless, I just want you to go outside and stand and look at the sky. How vast is it? It is. The universe. Go outside and stand on the grass and see, can you really count them? Can you look at the trees and count? Go, if you're on the beach, stand on the beach and see if you can count the sand beneath your feet. This is just a reminder whenever you feel uptight and you feel like, oh my God, I'm running out of something. Those are examples for you to be able to go and remind yourself that the source within me is limitless. Now, the second part of it is what do you want, which is step one. Most people know what they want because they know what they don't want. And if you're not sure about what you want, just ask yourself, put a line down the middle of a page and ask yourself, what do I want and what I don't want. So don't want. And usually we are so fixated on what we don't want that we forget to focus on what we do want instead. So if you're not sure what direction to go in, just go ahead and write a few things that you don't want, and then come over here and write the opposite of it. Do you get that? Now, SWOT analysis. S is for strength. W is for weakness. And O is for opportunity. T is for threat. Now, these two right here, strengths and weaknesses, these are internal. That means you have control. That means that there's something you can do about it. You have the power. I've got the power. Yes. Now, opportunities and threats are usually external forces. And you don't have control. That means no control. So as you begin to think about reclaiming your personal power, I want you to think about, what are my strengths? Yes, it's going to require some work. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Those are the things I have control over. What are my opportunities and what are my threats? These are usually things that we can anticipate or consider. But what we don't know about it, since it's external, we don't know what will be the opportunity. We don't know what will be the threat, and what will be the opportunity or what will be the threat, and we don't know when it's going to show up. So what do we have to do? Opportunities and threats, that means we have to be prepared, going back to preparation for position. So preparation and position, we'll get more into that on another video, but you have to think about preparation as, what do I want? What skills? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What skills do I have? What skills do I need? And then, what opportunity am I preparing for? So when that opportunity shows up, I am already ready for it. I don't have to get ready for it. I'm already ready for it because I already prepared. I'm preparing because I know what I want. And that's why I'm calling it step one. Okay? So I want you to think about that. And then threats are usually problems, surprise, maybe. Surprise problems. Sometimes they're surprised, sometimes we know it may come up, so we go ahead and anticipate and prepare for it. We just don't know what's going to happen and when, but when we anticipate and we prepare possible solutions in advance, you heard that right? Let me write that in red. Possible solutions in advance. Prepare possible solution in advance, then the threats wouldn't cause you to panic, even though it may be a surprise problem. At least you'll have some tools because you've already prepared. So that's what reclaiming our personal power is all about, is knowing first that you are source. There's a God and guide within you that is greater than any situation or circumstance you can ever face. Then know what you want. Be clear, and this is going to change over time because as you grow and mature, once you accomplish something, then you'll be looking for something else. So step one. And then number 3 is the SWOT analysis, which is looking, as you prepare, you look at your strengths, you look at your weaknesses, which are internal, and you have control over them. And then you look at your opportunities. You're preparing for opportunities, so when they come, you're not surprised and you're ready. You don't miss the boat, so to speak. And then we have threats, which are things we don't have control over, but we can anticipate. And we don't know when, we don't know what, vice versa. And these are external. So prepare, know your source, and it's going to take some work. And like I mentioned over here, let me turn the camera a little bit so you can see. Like I mentioned over here, if you're not sure what you want right now, just put a line down, a sheet of paper, and write what is it that I don't want. And as soon as you figure out what is it that you don't want to experience, you don't need anymore in your life, then you will begin to, you can come to the other side of the page and you can write the opposite of what you don't want is actually what you do want. And one of the things I've learned in my time is that one of the things that the one reason we want everything we want is because we want to feel better. We believe it's going to make our lives better. We believe it's going to open us to more opportunities. We believe that we will feel better. We'll be happy. So take the time to go ahead and think about your source, think about what you want, do the SWOT analysis. And then next week, we're going to get into some goal setting and we're going to talk about how to pull this together. How the SWOT analysis will actually affect goal setting and how to put them together so you can have a plan to reclaim your personal power, right? And when you reclaim your personal power, guess what happens? Your time will increase, your money will increase, your impact and your influence will increase. But we have to reclaim our personal power first, so we have to know how not to panic.